Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Smith dropping to pass. Working the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipmen.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick completion on the out. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the fullback. That's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Run it with the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here comes the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dances away. Rolling right and going deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He'll ride his man on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. Defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Navy will have to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith dropping to pass. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big fullback's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defense? defensive player right here, making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Navy quick to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets it out fast. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Smith wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Power football with the run. And they'll just play it safe with the run. Right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Got the quick completion. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Handoff to the fullback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all...
Turning it on! The 20!
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He picks it up, that's a live ball.
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're in a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Goes to the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Right back to the well. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Carr. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Creates a little space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. He's going to run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation